Morning! How are we doing today? I've had my third coffee, so I'm ready to take on the day, which is Wednesday, halfway through the week, just to remind you, because I know they're all blending into one these days. What's coming up for you today? Well, you've got me, you've got Alex doing yoga, and for the rest of the week you have Joel on Thursdays in a lower body and core session. That is difficulty level 4 to 5. I know some of you struggle with Mondays, not me. And we finish the week in style when we link up with Caroline Pierce from LA. If you're a PT and would like to get involved, contact us via our website, BestFit TV, or on our socials. Before we crack on with the workout feature today, I would like to set you a challenge. Isolation can be very lonely. Well, life can be lonely sometimes. A lot of you will be spending more time on your phone, looking at the news, social media. The challenge is to call and actually speak to 5 friends you haven't spoken to for ages. Let's do this by Friday. It's not a big ask, but I'm sure it'll make a big difference. Texting doesn't count, I'm talking old school calling. If you get a voicemail, make sure to leave a nice message. Yoga mats at the ready? Let's meet Alex. Are you there, Al?
I am indeed. Hi Faris, how are you?
Hiya, I'm all good. How are you? You looking good?
I'm good. I'm quite enjoying this quarantine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you got to take the positives out of every situation, haven't you?
I try.
Good stuff. So today's workout is yoga, and for those that haven't tried it, like I hadn't until I met you last year, tell us a little bit more about today's workout.
So today is a gentle beginners 20-minute workout that is a lot about breathing and calming the mind and de-stressing ourselves, which really at the moment we all need, don't we?
Mm-hmm. And is this something for the newbie or regular yoga people? Is this something we can all join in today?
Yeah, well, it is for mixed levels. Everyone can do it. It's ideal for an absolute beginner.
So I'm pretty good at my downward dog. Are we going to do some of that today?
I know you are. Yeah, we will, but we will start with some breathing first.
Great stuff. Well, don't go anywhere, because at the end of the session, I want to chat to you again, okay?
Alrighty.
Great stuff. We'll hand over to Al.
Thank you very much, Faris. So hi everyone, I'm Alexandra Legouix. I am going to take you through a nice, gentle beginner's yoga sequence that will hopefully stretch your body, calm the mind, and hopefully get rid of some emotional baggage or anxiety and stress, which, let's face it, we're all feeling quite a lot of right now. So come and join me onto your mat. By all means, sit yourself, as I have done, down onto a block. We're going to be coming into a cross-legged position. This is Sukhasana, is the Sanskrit word for it. And the reason why I sit myself onto a block is because it just lifts my hips slightly. So if sitting in a cross-legged position is actually quite difficult for you, which it is for quite a lot of people, then just raising the hips slightly will make it a little bit easier. This pose, if it's too much for you, full stop. Maybe you've got an old hip injury or a knee injury and you really can't, then maybe start onto a chair or kneeling. Maybe work yourself down to Sukhasana, cross-leg pose, at a later date. For now though, hopefully you've joined me and you're okay. Sukhasana pose, lift your shoulders up, back and down. Relax your hands onto your thighs, or maybe even joining the palms together into what we call a dhyana mudra in front of your body, wherever works best for you. So this is a great pose. It just gently eases into the hips, gently stretches the knees, and also works into the ankles as well. And while we're here, we can just start calming the mind. So start to breathe in and out of the nose, down into the belly. And as you inhale, I want you to imagine that your belly expands, a bit like a balloon. And then as you exhale, the balloon just gently eases back in again. So think of that, inhaling, inflating, allow the belly to expand. And as you exhale, gently release the belly back in. So let's take a few Very calming, very gentle breaths. By all means, closing the eyes or relax the gaze down towards the floor, maybe a meter ahead of you. Sitting up nice and tall, aiming to have a nice lengthening in the spine. We all have a tendency, particularly certainly those of us who maybe are at an office, we have a tendency to slouch. So just make the most of sitting up nice and tall, shoulders stacked over the hips, breathing down into the belly. Let's take 2 more nice, long inhales and exhales, calming the mind, calming the body. And then on your next exhale, I want you to bring your palms together in front of the chest into Anjali Mudra, the prayer or the angel pose. This is really nice. This is a gentle reminder just to lift the chest towards the thumbs. Relax your gaze down towards your fingers. Sitting up nice and tall, release the shoulders down. Feel the weight of the shoulders traveling down to the elbows. Again, keep breathing in and out of that belly. And then cross the fingers, push the palms forward and up towards the sky. Coming into your seated mountain pose, push the palms up to the sky. You'll feel a really nice stretch into the shoulders, a lengthening. You can maybe have a little wiggle. This is like yogi rights. We're allowed to move our bodies around if we feel like we need to. So just lift and open, pushing the palms up towards the sky. Seated mountain pose, Parvattanasana. Parvattanasana is the Sanskrit word for it. Lengthening the spine, shoulders are stretching, lifting into the chest. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, bring your palms back together, back to that Anjali Mudra, and remember once again just to lift that sternum towards those thumbs, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, lift your shoulders up, back and down. Place your fingertips down towards the floor, either side of you. I want you to take an inhale and lift your right arm up to the sky. Reach up nice and tall, and then exhale over to the right hand side. Reach up and over, really open that top shoulder, open into the chest, and feel the stretch from the fingers all the way down to the sit bones. You can walk these fingers further out and over if you want to. You'll feel a much stronger stretch. And we've really pushed our hips, our rib cage, all the way over as well. Nice deep breath here. Feel that lengthening from the fingers all the way down. And then inhale your arms back to center. Release that arm down. And once again, lift the other arm up and over. Side bend. Parsvasukhasana. All side body stretch. You'll feel it all the way into the rib cage. Again, it's a really nice opening position. Think of opening that top shoulder. Again, yogi rights, move it around. See what works best for you. What I would say to avoid is this crunching position. By all means, come all the way down, but I would probably put my hand down just to support my lower back. So think of making the most of lifting up and open. It's this big self-expression, opening the shoulders, stretching into the chest and the rib cage, lengthening your spine. Good, and come all the way up, release that arm back down. Now take your right hand, take it over to your left knee and take hold, or as close to that left knee or thigh as you can get to. Lift your left shoulder up and round and place it onto the floor behind you, and just take a gentle twist. On your exhale, looking over that left shoulder, you're still aiming to sit up nice and tall, seated twist. On your exhale, just gently asking your body to twist round that little bit further. Nice deep breath down into the belly. Exhale, twist round. And then inhale back to center, and this time place the left hand over to the right knee or the right thigh. Lift your right shoulder up, back and down. Place the fingers down onto the floor behind you, and once again on your exhale, just ease your body round. Seated twist. This is any twists in yoga are brilliant for the body, because if you imagine almost like rinsing out a sponge or a flannel, you're effectively doing that to your organs inside and massaging and detoxing your body. Good. Inhale yourself back to center. Bharadvaja's twist, that is. Just move your body around a little bit. Just circle it one way and then circle it the other way. Nice. And then very slowly, in whatever way works best for you, make your way onto all fours. Move the block out to the side. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees can be hip distance apart, or if you'd like to, you can take the knees even wider and draw the toes together. And we're just going to sit our bottom back down, reach our fingers forward, stretch into the arms. Take a nice deep inhale, release the bottom down, and then release the head and chest, the forehead down towards the ground, feeling this nice stretch. This is Balasana, child's pose. Feeling a stretch all the way from the fingertips all the way down to the base of the spine. Nice deep breath into the belly will expand that lower back, and as you exhale, just let gravity work its magic. Now, by all means, stay here, but we're going to take a 2-minute break. So please do grab yourself a drink if you need to, or just stay in child's pose, as that's where we will be starting after the break. I'll see you shortly.